themselves in a position when a play's to be made and they make it, they're going to get a chance to make a second play. So I think they've dealt with the expectations of if you make plays, you'll get more plays. If you don't make plays or blocks or do the things that we need you to do from the wide receiver position, then you, quite frankly, shouldn't expect to play. So they clearly understand that and have really done a good job. And you're right. I mean, we have had a great camp at the wide receiver position. I'm expecting great things from those guys, and I think you're going to see, a number of guys rotate in and out of there.
Last one for me. DeVaris Daniels was interviewed last week, and he said, for me, it's always been about being more consistent and being consistent since last season. Has he met that consistency expectation?
He's getting closer. I mean, as guys get older in their careers, they understand a little bit more about preparation. They understand a little bit more about practicing hard every day, the type of focus that it takes, the type of mental toughness it takes to keep developing yourself as a football player. And, the hardest steps to take are being a very good player to a great player. And he's in that process. And, I like the progress that he's made. I think it's important to him, as important as it's ever been, and I look for him to have a really big year for us. Thanks.
Coach, you talk about T.J. Jones. He's kind of been overshadowed by a Michael Floyd or Tyler Eifert. Now he's a captain, and now he's returning punts.
Right.
His development from junior to senior year, what have you seen from him as somebody probably closest to him coaching-wise?
Yeah, I think he's a guy that along the lines has continued to grow as a person, which has allowed his game on the field to grow. And the way he comes to work every day and the preparation that he puts in, the leadership that he shows not only through helping the other guys around him, but also the way he practices. He never takes a rep off. He practices every day. He, packs his lunch and comes to work, as they say, and just works hard at perfecting the things that he thinks are a weakness in his game, and then keeps the things that he does very well on a high level every day. So from where he was 2 years ago to where he is now is a pretty remarkable transformation.
When he's talking about wanting to return punts, that's only a passion of his. Does that take you by surprise, or do you expect that of him now?
No, I mean, he's a guy that loves the football in his hands. Yeah. So, most skill guys, whether they can do it or not, believe that they can. And that's the way they should feel, and that's the way they should think.
Corey Robinson has obviously been a hot topic coming out of fall camp. Is he farther along than you thought he was going to be at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be hard not to say, hey, he's a pleasant surprise. I mean, here's a guy who, we were his first scholarship offer. It wasn't like he was a national prominent recruit that everybody was chasing, but I think we saw something in him that we thought over time would develop, and it certainly has developed, I think, up to this point a lot faster than any of us could have imagined, and we're just thankful that it has.
Talk about DeVaris, and a lot of people have a lot of high expectations. He hasn't quite been consistent. What has it been, that's kept him from being as consistent? What has he struggled with?
Yeah, I think understanding that it's important to come to work every day with an approach that puts you in a position to get yourself better when you're out there. And the hardest leap to make is from being very good to being great. And I think he's a very good receiver. He has a lot more in him to get to that great level, and that's what we're trying to help him push through that next barrier. I think he's pushed from good to very good. Now we got to get him going from very good to great, and when we do, we're going to have something that's close to unstoppable out there because he's got the physical tools to do it.